Welcome to our quick overview of NASA's historic Apollo program, which successfully landed astronauts on the moon 6 times between the late 1960s and early 1970s. This was more than just planting a flag on another world. It was a testament to human ingenuity, a dazzling display of engineering prowess, and an unquenchable thirst for exploration, pushing the very boundaries of what we thought was possible. We're going to relive those iconic moments, explore the scientific treasures brought back from the lunar surface, and look at how the Apollo program continues to shape our future in space. Picture this. July 20th, 1969. The world collectively held its breath as Neil Armstrong, commander of Apollo 11, descended from the lunar module Eagle. His words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," became etched in history. Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, the lunar module pilot, spent about 2 hours outside the lunar module, taking photographs, collecting lunar samples, and planting the American flag. Think about that. Actual humans, walking on the moon. They deployed a solar wind composition experiment and a seismic experiment package, marking the beginning of long-term lunar surface exploration. This was a pivotal moment for humanity, a triumph of human ambition and technological innovation. But the Apollo story didn't end there. The success of Apollo 11 was just the beginning of an era of exploration and discovery that would push the boundaries of human ingenuity and courage. Oh no, my friends, it was just the beginning. The Apollo program continued to evolve, each mission building on the lessons learned from the previous ones, and each one bringing us closer to understanding our place in the universe. Apollo 12 followed with a pinpoint landing, demonstrating NASA's increasing precision. This mission proved that we could not only reach the moon, but also land exactly where we intended, opening up new possibilities for exploration. Then came Apollo 13, etched in our memories for a different reason. The mission that was supposed to be a routine trip to the moon turned into a life-or-death struggle, capturing the world's attention and showcasing the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. A malfunction threatened the mission and the lives of the crew, turning it into a gripping story of survival against all odds. Talk about tension. The phrase, "Houston, we have a problem," became synonymous with crisis management and the incredible teamwork that brought the astronauts home safely. Thankfully, they made it back safely. The successful return of Apollo 13 was a testament to the dedication and expertise of everyone involved, from the astronauts to the engineers on the ground. But the moon beckoned, and NASA answered. The subsequent missions continued to push the envelope, each one more ambitious than the last, as we sought to unlock the secrets of our celestial neighbor. Apollo 15 marked a significant leap forward with the first use of the lunar rover, allowing astronauts to explore a larger area of the moon's surface. This innovation expanded our ability to conduct scientific experiments and gather valuable data. Can you imagine cruising around on the moon? The lunar rover was a game-changer, providing mobility and enabling astronauts to travel further and collect more samples than ever before. And finally, Apollo 17, the last mission of the program, saw the only geologist, Harrison Schmitt, walk on the lunar surface. His expertise brought a new level of scientific inquiry to the mission, as he meticulously studied the moon's geology. He and Gene Cernan spent a record 3 days on the moon, conducting experiments and collecting samples. Their extended stay allowed for more in-depth research and a greater understanding of the lunar environment. Each mission added to our understanding of the moon and our place in the cosmos. The Apollo program was not just about reaching the moon, it was about pushing the boundaries of what was possible and inspiring future generations to dream big and reach for the stars. Chapter 3. The proof is in the moon dust. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Did it really happen? Did we truly set foot on the moon, or is it all an elaborate hoax? Did we really land on the moon? This question has lingered in the minds of many, fueled by conspiracy theories and skepticism. And that's a fair question. It's natural to question monumental events, especially ones that seem almost too incredible to believe. It's important to question, to think critically. Healthy skepticism drives scientific inquiry and helps us separate fact from fiction. But let me tell you, the evidence is overwhelming. The proof lies not just in the photographs or the videos, but in the tangible physical evidence brought back from the lunar surface. We're talking hundreds of pounds of lunar rocks analyzed by scientists worldwide. These samples have been scrutinized, tested and retested. These rocks have a unique composition, one that is vastly different from anything found on Earth. Their mineral content, isotopic ratios and microstructures tell a story that is undeniably extraterrestrial. The differences between lunar rocks and Earth rocks are stark. Lunar rocks lack water and certain volatile compounds which are abundant in Earth rocks. And the photographic evidence? Crystal clear images of the astronauts, the lunar lander, the lunar rover, the tracks left behind. These images have been analyzed and authenticated by experts, and then there's the equipment still up there. The lunar modules, the rovers, and various scientific instruments left behind by the Apollo missions. Even the retroreflectors left by the Apollo missions. These devices are still functional and serve a critical purpose. These retroreflectors bounce back laser beams shot from Earth, allowing us to precisely measure the distance to the Moon. This ongoing experiment provides continuous proof of the missions. The data collected from these laser experiments is irrefutable. It confirms the presence of human-made objects on the lunar surface. All of this, my friends, is hard evidence, the kind that stands up to scrutiny, the kind that has been peer-reviewed and validated by the global scientific community. So the next time someone questions the moon landings, remember the overwhelming evidence. The proof is indeed in the moon dust, and it tells a story of human achievement and exploration that is beyond doubt. Chapter 4, Conspiracy Theories Debunked. Of course, no story this remarkable would be complete without a few conspiracy theories. Some people claim the landings were faked, staged on a Hollywood soundstage, but let's use our critical thinking skills here. The sheer scale of such a hoax would have been impossible to pull off, requiring the cooperation of thousands of people, and the evidence easily debunked. The shadows in the photos, the lack of stars in the background, the waving flag, all easily explained by the physics of the lunar environment. These theories might be entertaining, but they lack any real scientific basis. The truth, my friends, is far more extraordinary. We landed on the moon. Chapter 5, Artemis, back to the moon and beyond. The Apollo program may be over, but its legacy lives on, inspiring generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. The iconic images of astronauts walking on the lunar surface, the groundbreaking technology developed, and the sheer audacity of the missions have left an indelible mark on human history. These missions were not just about exploring space, they were about pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And now, we're going back to the moon with the Artemis program. Named after the twin sister of Apollo and the goddess of the moon in Greek mythology, Artemis represents a new era of lunar exploration. This program is not just a repeat of the Apollo missions, it's a bold step forward into a future where space exploration is sustainable and inclusive. This time, it's not just about planting a flag and coming home. The Artemis missions aim to establish a long-term human presence on the moon, creating a foundation for future exploration. This involves not only landing astronauts on the lunar surface, but also developing the infrastructure needed to support extended stays. Artemis is about establishing a sustainable presence on the moon, building a lunar base camp that will serve as a stepping stone for further exploration. This base camp will include habitats, laboratories, and power systems, all designed to support human life for extended periods. The goal is to learn how to live and work on another celestial body, which will be crucial for future missions to Mars and beyond. We're talking about sending the first woman and the first person of color to the moon, breaking new ground in representation and inclusion. This is not just a symbolic gesture, it's a recognition that the future of space exploration must be diverse and inclusive, drawing on the talents and perspectives of people from all backgrounds. About unlocking the mysteries of the lunar South Pole, a region rich in resources and scientific potential. The lunar South Pole is believed to contain water ice, which could be used to support human life and as a resource for producing fuel. Studying this region will also provide valuable insights into the history and evolution of our solar system, about testing technologies for future missions to Mars and beyond. The Artemis program will serve as a proving ground for new technologies and systems that will be essential for deep space exploration. This includes everything from life support systems to new propulsion methods, all of which will be tested and refined on the Moon before being deployed on missions to Mars. The Apollo program showed us what we're capable of, and with Artemis we're ready to take the next giant leap. The lessons learned from Apollo have paved the way for Artemis, and now, with decades of technological advancements and a renewed sense of purpose, we are poised to explore the Moon like never before. The Artemis program is not just about returning to the Moon. It's about preparing for the future of human space exploration. Utro ad Astra, thanks for joining us on this journey through the Apollo program. From those first tentative steps on the lunar surface to the ambitious goals of the Artemis program, the human spirit of exploration continues to reach for the stars. The Apollo program was a testament to what we can achieve when we work together, when we dare to dream big. And as we stand on the cusp of a new era of space exploration, let us remember the lessons learned, the sacrifices made, and the boundless potential that lies ahead. Stay tuned for more exciting updates on space exploration.